in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please welcome.
Please welcome.
Please welcome.
Welcome to the gayest podcast ever.
Hello, and welcome to the gayest podcast ever. My name is Josh, and I'm here with
Eric
and CJ.
Hello, and we're coming to you for our second at-home episode that we're doing during the quarantine of 2020. How you boys holding up?
I'm getting antsy. I'm getting real antsy.
It's definitely getting a lot tougher now that we're running out of things to do.
I'm like a dog. Every time Dan opens the door, I just want to run away.
Oh.
Yeah, I just look out the window, and every time someone walks by, I'm like, who is that? I want to go say hi.
It's nice though because we're all in the same neighborhood, so we can go on walks and stop at Chad and Chris's or CJ and Steve's or the girls' house and have porch cocktails. I mean, you're real segregated over there in Wayne County, Josh.
Sorry, we're not walking to you.
Well, no, and don't. Wayne County's been the most affected, so we are, in our house. And the worst part is it got cold again, so I haven't even been able to go for walks in our neighborhood and wave at strangers. It's just been so cold, we've been staying inside.
Yeah, I think everybody's ready for it to be over. I mean, but 3 South states are talking about reopening right now: Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina. And South Carolina just closed 2 weeks ago.
Everyone's protesting that though. Even small businesses are absolutely not.
Oh, the mayor of Atlanta was like, where are you getting this research that tells you it's okay to do this?
Yeah. I'm all about us getting, back outside, back to work, back to be with our family and friends. But the worst thing that could possibly happen is a relapse. And we have to do this all over again in June.
Oh, because people won't be as cooperative with the second time.
No, they won't. And it'll just result in more people getting sick. And so, we're sending all of our love to our first responders and our nurses and all of our doctor friends that are out there every day. And, we're sending you all of our love and best wishes to stay safe.
Yeah, even our essential workers, grocery stores, restaurants, everyone who's providing food to us.
Bankers.
Yeah, you're right. We don't. It's so funny how what we deemed essential, and the people that still have to go out and work for us. So, we're raising this cocktail to you all. Cheers! Maybe we get to buy you one.
I love the way that you talk.
Right. So, let's just jump right in. And what have we been doing to keep busy? I know personally, I've just been on a musical kick because I need something to brighten my day, and everyone knows that I love to sing as terribly and off chorus as I can. Eric, I know, and I know CJ loves to sing. Eric, do you like to sing?
In the shower, in my own privacy.
Oh,
That's where I win all my Grammys.
CJ, where do you win your Tonys?
Right. What's that?
I go, where do you win your Tonys? In the car, in the bathtub?
Wherever I'm standing.
Oh, I see CJ just dances through the middle of the streets in Oak Park singing. It's like a hairspray out here.
Yeah, I'm my own little flash mob. I'm entertaining the entire city.
He's all like, "Good morning, Oak Park."
Yeah, you sang a little song.
Yeah, I actually did watch Hairspray. That is one that I watched. It was really good. I did that one on the treadmill, so I was dancing and singing to Tracy Turnblad.
I've got a to do. I literally since our last podcast, I've just not done a whole lot other than just play video games and watch TV and nothing in particular, just random stuff. It's really starting to get to me. I'm ready to actually have a project to do.
Yeah, I don't do the video games. And Eric, I don't think you do either.
I'm a basic bitch. I do like Mario and Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'll do a Candy Crush. I
Yeah.
don't know, but other than that, like not a whole lot
I'm
else.
not a gamer.
Yeah, so I spent a good amount of time on YouTube watching musicals and music videos and anything that I can sing along to. Um, and so I recently watched. I'm probably gonna get a lot of judgment for this, but High School Musical 1, 2, and 3.
I saw your
I've not
post.
watched one.
What was that?
I haven't even watched one.
You've never seen High School Musical?
Nope.
Nope.
It gave us Zac Efron.
No, but he
Yeah.
looked like a child.
He is a child. And he doesn't even sing in the first one. It's dubbed. And then they went and got him lessons for 2 and 3. I think it's hilarious that he does all these musicals and he didn't even start off singing in his first one.
Well, have you seen those abs?
Yeah, I mean, they're washboard. I would eat a meal off of them even in quarantine. But yeah, so Kenny Ortega, who gave us Hocus Pocus, one of Eric's favorite movies, did the High School Musicals. He's a big choreographer. And then down there, I went down a rabbit hole. I watched both The Princess Diaries, which Shonda Rhimes of Scandal and Grey's Anatomy wrote the second one.
Seriously?
Yeah, Shonda Rhimes is all about that Princess Diary life. She wrote Princess Diaries 2 and Crossroads. Shonda Rhimes has been like giving me life since like day one.
Crossroads? No.
Yeah, Shonda Rhimes wrote the Britney Spears movie Crossroads.
Didn't you
Where to
make
go?
Spencer watch Pitch Perfect?
He watched a good chunk of 2 with me, some of 1, and none of 3.
3's terrible. Terrible.
That's what he said. So he was not about that life. But I love Anna Kendrick just so darn much. And I think she's so cute and tiny, and I think she can sing. So I enjoyed all 3 of them. And I sang along. And man, know where it's at is mashups. We need more mashups in life.
That's why I miss Glee. When Glee was on and they did their mashup episodes, loved it so much.
Yes, I love a good mashup. But so when I was going back watching, like Pentatonics is in the second one. I didn't realize that. They were there. Who else did I saw?
Who was
something.
Pentatonics in the second one?
When they go to the international world competition,
Okay.
they play the Canadian contenders.
Oh. See, like, okay, so we have a friend, and her brother was a Detroit Lion, and he was a former Green Bay Packer. But I remember sitting there when we were watching the second Pitch Perfect with Dan, and I was like, wait a minute. Isn't so-and-so's brother a former Green Bay Packer? And isn't his name TJ? And they were like, yeah. And so when I first met TJ Lang, like, everyone was like, oh, I'm such a huge sports fan. And I walked up to him, and I was like, I loved your work in Pitch Perfect too.
And he was like, here's my gay fan.
Spencer was watching that part with me. And I go, that's TJ Lang. I go, I'm Facebook friends with his sister Megan. She's an L. And Clay Matthews literally goes, hey TJ, what's up? Like he literally calls him out, like in the movie.
TJ, can you handle it?
Yes, exactly. So it's a really, really awesome moment for TJ Lang. I'm sure
I'm hoping for a repeat at Megan's wedding.
If Clay Matthews is at that wedding, I'm gonna need photos because I have a soft spot for Clay Matthews.
Josh breaks Dan's leg. Oh, Dan can't go. I have to be your date.
Oops. Like
He's
Dan
got the
would go.
COVID. You don't want him there.
Like Dan would not go to
What?
Yeah.
like Dan would go. He would go. He could pay.
Dan will be at that wedding. I can see it.
Yeah. It's not till September though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good because we just and more
You
and more
boys
weddings.
will all be at. Well, you guys will be at Pride probably. I'll be at the wedding.
Who knows?
Because Pride got moved to September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'll
as long
see.
as everyone does. Yeah, more and more weddings. I know more and more events just keep getting pushed back. It's so super sad. Sending lots of good vibes for everyone that has a big event. Because yeah, like Taylor canceled her entire tour for 2020. She's just like, scrap it. We'll try again next year.
That's awful.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think my Billy Joel concert's gonna get canceled.
Is that in the summer?
It's in July 10th. It's at
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed that doesn't happen to you, William Joel. But so I've been singing along. I've been doing a lot of that, a lot of Disney, a lot of anything that makes me feel good because life's been too crazy, too hectic. So I really, really been wanting to do something a lot more lighthearted. So that's what I've been having on the tube to keep me entertained, running out of shit to watch. So anything that you can send my way, let me know.
Everything Bravo.
No, everything musical, colorful.
Oh, CJ, come to think of it, so you finally completed Schitt's Creek.
I did. I finished it in about 4 days. I loved it. Obviously, it was so easy to binge. Like, I almost wish I had watched it from the beginning because it was over so fast. It made me want more. Like I didn't get to feel like ups and downs of emotions because they were all just at once. But really, really good. I can't wait to see what those actors do in the future.
Now you can come to opening night when the movie premieres.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an actual movie? Because part of me also heard that the movie that we saw after the finale was the movie. Is one rumor I heard.
The way he talked about it when he was on Watch What Happens Live is he is open to further specials, as like Christmas specials or episodes, but definitely he thinks one movie, if not two.
Christmas specials would be fun.
I
feel like they left it open to where they can do something.
Well, they definitely did that. And I wonder, like, because he landed a huge Netflix deal. So I wonder if, like, I'm sure there's all types of red tape to cross over. But Netflix was such a huge supporter of the show. Like, they literally were advertising for Schitt's Creek, and they, like, it's not even their show. Like, they get so many viewers of people to rent Netflix to watch it that they have, like, a vested interest, and they're always posting about. I mean, if you watch the Facebook page for Netflix, they're always sharing clips from Schitt's Creek, and it's like, I love that. Same with, they did it with Riverdale, too. Like, I was like, Netflix, like, is very much like, oh, as long as you bring us viewers, we'll share the shit out of your content. Which I think is really smart.
I'm glad you finally watched it.
Yeah, me too. I guess it was really weird when I got to the last season because everything was on Netflix, and then I got the last season. I'm like, wait, where is it? And I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna actually go watch it on the cable now.
Plus, so did you cry harder when Patrick sang to David or when David did his dance?
The dance that David did really hard when they did the cabaret performance.
See, the cabaret thing I really did like. But when he sang to David in the store, I cried.
Oh, the original.
Yeah.
No, agreed. I love that moment so much. I also cried really, really hard, and I didn't even realize how much I loved it between Twyla and Alexis during their goodbyes.
No, I'm laughing with you, not at you.
All right, yeah. And so just to kind of wrap up some of the TV, so me and Spencer also finished Madam Secretary, which is something that we've been binging lately. That was a little heavier, and I had to pause some episodes because it was too topical. But yeah, so we finished that, got a good cry out of that because I cry at everything. And that was really good, but it was really well done. Eric, are you watching any like scripted shows? You're not big into the scripted.
How to Get Away with Murder. Wrapping up. Watching that. Nothing really else right now. It's pretty much reality TV.
Got you.
I got a bunch of This Is Us saved up and a million little things saved up.
Ooh, I've heard good things about that. I might have to try and find that somewhere. All right, but yeah, so that's what's been going on in my world. Just lots of music, lots of musicals, lots of music videos. I've been thankful for new music videos from Sam Smith and Demi Lovato put out a new song. And the music video has wrestlers in glitter singlets. So
Ooh, I even more.
you know I love me a good music video, and there's and there's synchronized dancing. It's like Olympics themed, but they've been
Is
dancing
John
too.
Cena in there?
No, this is not Amy Poehler's movie.
Oh.
But I appreciate that. My zipper just got caught on my chest hair a little bit. It hurt.
Josh, just remember when you're feeling down, sing a song every day. Keep your voices high and gay. Every day you sing a song. Never will the world go.
I don't know how I feel about that song.
Well, you should just sing a song every day if you're feeling down. What it's supposed to mean.
Like, is there a certain song I'm supposed to sing?
No, it's just a quote.
Oh, who quoted it?
I don't know. I've heard it before.
Our Lord and Savior, Britney Spears? Like,
Ooh. She just twirls.
He's keeping the Rona.
I was going to twirl in my chair, but I got stuck. Twirl tour out of quarantine.
I said twirl, and my dog and I said twirl. And she ran to the window.
Oh, six. I'm sorry, Winnie. Yeah. Well, that's all I got. So I'm going to turn it over to CJ next, and I think he's going to talk more about singing and dancing and twirling. Look at me, Dad.
I love the way that you talk.
And now we're going to turn it over to Mr. CJ, who's going to talk a little bit about, like, in quarantine, what he's been up to and fancying.
Well, like you, I've also been doing some musical numbers, watching those. If you didn't watch it, Disney did a fantastic little celebrity quarantine Disney Singalong last week. So I was watching that. Did you guys watch it?
No.
Yes, I did.
I am not surprised that you did watch it. It was fun. It was about an hour and a half, maybe.
To be fair, I was expecting like 15 like Snapchats from you or like videos. Like,
oh no, I was way too drunk to Snapchat. I was just belting out songs in the living room.
Yeah, we only got the one. I was shocked.
It was hosted by Ryan Seacrest, which was an interesting.
Naturally, Ryan Seacrest was everything.
ABC, which is Disney, like own him. He's got like a outstanding contract. He's like contractually obligated to do everything.
What was funny is you could definitely tell he's not had his hair cut in quite a while. It was.
Oh, did he do this?
Cool.
It had some height.
So he was in so everyone obviously recorded their numbers in their home, but I'm not sure if that was his kitchen or if he was in like a staged set, because it was this very nice minimal kitchen and they had Disney props throughout. So it kind of tells me that he was probably on a set somewhere, or he built it in his basement. Who knows? But they started off the show with a little warm up for my favorite little Broadway singer, Kristen Chenoweth. Gave us all a little warm up on how to sing. Naturally. We did some fa la las. Who's cute as a button, by the way. You follow her on her Instagrams because she's doing a lot of cooking things and stuff from her kitchen. It's super cute. There were a ton of celebrities. Demi Lovato and Michael Bublé sang. They did a duet of "A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes." Of course, everything is Disney songs since this was the Disney sing-along. Little Big Town performed, which was cute because you got to see their families. Like they had their kids sing along with them, and their set, they all made some kind of cookies or cakes they were all baking in their little numbers.
Well, Kimberly, the blonde one from Little Big Town, she has a cooking show on I think Food Network or something. Yeah, something Southern cooking.
That's
something.
why her kitchen was like the best looking
Yeah.
one.
Aren't you kind of like this whole like thing of like looking at everyone's kitchen? I was obsessed. I was like, what does your kitchen look like? What does your house look like? Like, I love seeing inside of celebrity houses. I love it. I'm obsessed.
Carson Daly, I was watching the Today Show. He's getting his kitchen redone, and they were all commenting on how good it looks. And I was like, everything's really white. I was like, kitchen's like sauces spill and stuff. You can't have all white in the kitchen.
Right.
But he doesn't plan on cooking in it.
We have white cabinets, and we have to clean them often. Like, I never noticed before, and we had darker cabinets, how much you have to clean them.
Same, CJ, same.
I do love being able to look in these celebrities' houses and homes, and just them dressed down. No one's been dressing up to go on these talk shows and stuff, and everyone's hair and makeup is very minimum, if any at all. It's been fun. Someone who did put on little makeup that performed was Christina Aguilera. She sat in her bed with her dog. She had a full music stand, and she was the only person that had a mic in her video. And she had this bright red lipstick, her normal like Christina lipstick on. I don't even think she looked at the camera.
What room do you think that was? Like, do you think it was like her bed? It could be her bedroom.
I think it was like a basement. I was like, is it like outside like her little personal studio? Like,
I think it's like where she brings like suitors.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It looked very like, I mean, there was a lot of animal print. There was that alligator lamp.
A lot of animal print, yes.
Yeah.
I've been to her house back in the day. Back in the day when I went to LA, she bought the Osbournes house, and when I went to LA back in the day, we like drove by. It didn't look like all that like, oh, well, this is a celebrity house? Like, it just looked like we were like in West Bloomfield.
Well, interesting. The Osbournes could probably live in West Bloomfield.
Probably.
The best production I thought was Derek and Julia Huff, because they did this whole dance routine. It was multiple shots, multiple cameras. Whoever pieced that together took some time to
Derek does it for you?
Oh, Cindy went to LA and she was eating next to Derek Huff at a restaurant, and I was like, go get his number. I mean, yes, if he moves like that on the dance floor, God only knows what he moves like in bed.
Well,
Has he married his sister yet? That happens?
No, her and her husband are questioning their sexualities right now. They might be getting divorced. They don't know.
I'm sure he and his wife or girlfriend are too. He was pretty much the star of that show. Like, he kept pushing her on the camera.
But like him and Mark Ballas, maybe once upon a time.
Oh, if you don't think that he's touched another man's penis, you are. I don't know.
Well, I hope you can ask him one day if he's ever a guest on our podcast. I hope you will ask him.
I'm not scared to touch my.
Quarantini, touch my weenie.
Yeah, it doesn't count as quarantine.
Right. There were also Thomas Rhett. He's a country singer. I don't know him, but I was impressed with this little "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" number.
Not impressed.
Really, Josh? Do you think are those his kids? His adopted kids?
Yeah, he adopted. He's very sweet. So
first of all, their love story is amazing. He's been in love with her since they were like in 8th grade. And he finally, like, they got married super young, and they didn't think she could have kids, so they adopted their little girl from Uganda. And then while they were in the adoption process, she found out she was pregnant. So then they had another little girl, and then they just had their 3rd little girl, I believe.
They just had a new baby in February.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of all the performances, I was probably the biggest upset with Ariana Grande. Josh?
I love that song, and I thought she was perfect for it. And I love how she did all the different cameras and stuff like that. But I wish she would have gone for the big no. Maybe she was feeling under the weather. Maybe she's got a little bit of that corona in her throat. But
She could have gone for that big note, and she didn't.
See, I thought it was an odd song choice. Like, it wasn't the most popular at all. Like, I had no idea what it was. I'd never heard it before. It just wasn't.
Have you ever seen Hercules?
Yeah, but that song doesn't sound out to me.
Oh, and I think that song's really big, like drag wise.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Like, I almost pictured her doing like Let It Go or something from Frozen, or even like Beauty and the Beast. Didn't she cover? So maybe
yeah, just like Christina did Can You Feel the Love Tonight? She didn't do any of her Mulan songs.
Which I thought it was a good choice, though, because everyone knows Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, and she held it back, too. She was very restrained. He did not go for the big notes. I missed the big notes.
Demi Lovato kind of pulled it back, too, but I thought she sounded great. She kind of did this with her voice. It kind of sounded like Judy Garland almost.
Are you implying something about the booze and the pills, or?
I did say it.
No, and like I was talking with one of our friends, Paul, about this whole thing and all the concerts and stuff, and he works in the entertainment industry, and he was about how a lot of like entertainers are supposed to be like being more reserved and bring it back in. And not making it a big party and have fun, because then people won't take this seriously. Because I know you're going to talk about the We Are the World in our living room thing next, because I had that same vibe for that concert.
Yeah, well, going on what you said, you watched the High School Musicals. They did have the cast come back and do the one song. We're all in this together. Except Zach was not. He had a little intro at the beginning, and it was really odd. Because they were like, oh, he's got really spotty Wi-Fi, so he like he was
it looked like he filmed his from his like Razor, like back in 2007. That video was like literally like a little Nokia. He probably played Snake afterwards. Like it was a really weird video.
Well, I don't want to like
Snake. Don't get down on Snake now. If this coronavirus was happening in 2001, Snake would be the only thing getting you through besides AOL Messenger, okay?
Okay. I don't want to get any rumors started, but I also thought, what if he's back in rehab? What if like this isolation did something? Maybe he's like in like some rehab and they just like, here, just use this camera. Just film a little.
Did Zach go to rehab before?
He's been in and out of rehab for a long time.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Okay, so off subject a little bit, but same subject. Running Wild with Bear Grylls. He does a show on that, and he talks all about it. So you have to watch that.
I just like Googled the images to see him in his underwear. And then, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I did the Cliff Notes version, and it involved, Zac Efron in his underwear.
You can just Google Zac Efron naked on the balcony, and it shows him naked.
But it's pretty fake. I knew that he actually did the Bear Gorilla, so I knew that was real. It's called data. It's scientific data. It's all we're relying on these days.
Show me the receipt.
Show me the receipt.
So anyways, it was a fun little Disney moment. Again, it's nice to be able to look into everyone's homes and see what their day-to-day life is. And it was a nice little break.
I think a lot of families enjoyed it. A lot of gays enjoyed it.
Kim Kardashian said that she misses her nannies so much.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of celebrities are coming under flack for the comments they're making. That's
yeah, the personal chefs, the nannies, the housekeepers.
I feel like I'm in prison in your, 10,000 square foot mansion with the pool.
She had a winery at her house. I'd be like, let's social distance. You go in that vineyard, and I'll be over here by the pool.
Clark is doing it right. She took her nanny with her to Montana.
To that little one-bedroom little shack.
Yeah,
you get quarantined with us.
You know what? They don't. I do want to just say this though about the quarantine. Like, if it's gonna happen, April's probably one of those months that's my least favorite. I mean, everyone always talks about April in the D, and it's supposed to be so exciting. But, like, it has been sunny and snowy today. It has rained. It is, like, 44 and windy. I hate April weather. I'm like, yeah, take the whole month of April. Fine.
Well, if it's going to happen during quarantine. So
right.
It is nice that you can just go upstairs to your closet and change your outfit 40 times a day when the weather changes instead of having to be at work or in your car.
Right.
You know, I said to Dan today, I go, are you going to do some laundry today? Because I'm out of pajama outfits.
You got to start like those, girl.
So I've been doing laundry so much that I decided to rotate the underwear on top to the bottom so that the other underwear that wasn't getting worn didn't get left out. I was like, come on, it's your turn to shine.
Yeah, don't get me started on underwear.
You don't wear
your first transition back to the real world, putting on underpants.
It's going to be so awkward to put on clothes.
I'm so curious to see, like, because I know, you know, that it's slowly going to be reopened, and bars and restaurants are probably going to be one of the last things today. That's what they were saying this morning when I was watching everything. But I am going to be so excited to see everyone, like, dolled up on their first day out like it's their goddamn wedding day. Like,
right. Well, we got to get in
haircuts. Be like really fashionable or like Walmart.
No, if we can get haircuts and beard trims, we might go dolled out. Otherwise, I'm just putting a bag over my head.
Well, producer Chad is still taking Friday the 1st off. I have a haircut appointment the 2nd, so we're still hoping.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, did you want to talk a little bit about the Lady Gaga?
Yeah, real quickly. It's Global Citizen, I guess, is an organization that helps with different, feed the hungry or whatever. But Lady Gaga got with them and they did this concert. Again, same concept as a Disney Sing-Along, except they don't have the little bouncy words underneath. A lot more celebrities got involved, recorded stuff from their homes, and they broadcast it. Now, what was televised was different than what you saw, right, Josh? Because you watched it on Roku all day long?
Yeah, so the big telecast was from 8 until 10 on NBC, CBS, and ABC. But then, because so many people wanted to be a part of it, they started it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think a bunch of people had pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. And they played it throughout the day. So I started at 2 p.m. and I cracked one open and I just watched music artists perform all day long.
Josh was at the best all-day concert of his life.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. I just watched the televised. It was really good, but I do want to see if I can get access to the whole thing.
Some of the best ones to go back that didn't get aired that I thought, Sheryl Crow, looks amazing. She's 58 years old. Get it, Sheryl Crow. She looks amazing. She sounded great. She did a couple songs. Liam Payne, he's a One Directioner you don't hear a whole lot about.
Love him.
Fine in quarantine. And B sounded. He did his new song, Earthquake or Volcano or Thunder. Sorry, it's some weather thing. It was really, really good. And then him and Rita Ora did a duet via headphones or whatever. And they both sounded spot on. It was really good. Rita Ora was awesome.
Liam is the blonde one, correct?
No, that's Neil. He looked good too in quarantine.
Is he the one that does the video that's walking down the street singing? I can't remember.
Nice to meet you. I play that music video quite often. Where
nice to meet you. Yeah. What's your name?
Neil.
Okay.
He's the cute blonde one that used to look like Ellen with his haircut.
Yes. So we were FaceTiming with Chris and Chad the other day, and the video was on in the background. And I was like, who's that? And they're like, he's part of One Direction. And I was like, well, I only hear about the Zayn guy that dates Gigi and then Harry. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? He's like the cutest one out of all these fools.
All of those
he's
boys.
Adorable. He just released a new
cute.
album. And it's really good. It's really chill. I think it's called Heartache Weather or something like that. He's good. I really like Neil. He's probably one of my favorite ones of the group. But
yeah, I like Neil a lot.
They're all pretty talented. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I like them all. anything. Of course, anytime you listen to the radio, it's just 50 times it's going to be One Direction people. Just it might be a One Direction song, and then individual artists, somebody else, then One Direction again.
Yeah.
DJ, one of the things getting me through this quarantine tune is all of the Beverly Leslie videos you sent us.
Leslie Jordan has, and it's a remarkable story because he's hilarious.
I was like, wait, what's his name again? You got me confused. I was thinking Will and Grace and his real name merged.
So Leslie Jordan is his name, but his character on Will and Grace is Beverly Leslie. So obviously you probably know him from Will and Grace, the old series and the new series. He also was in the cult gay film Sordid Lives. If you've not watched it, he played Brother Boy. He was also in several seasons of American Horror Story. He had little small roles in that. He's been acting for a long time. Just all these little bitty roles. I've actually seen him live do a comedy skit. He's hilarious. Tiny, but just cute as a button, little old man. But it's a great story because he's posting on his Instagram, which he just recently made, not maybe 6 months ago. He's posting a video just about every day, sometimes 2 or 3 a day, and they're all just 3 or 4 minutes long. They're nothing like elaborate. And he tells a little story and does some kind of mundane routine, and it's hilarious. Like if you've not,
he's trapped at his house in West Hollywood.
No, he's in Tennessee.
No, in Tennessee. He's in Chattanooga, right?
LA, but his mom and sister live in Chattanooga. So he's there.
How old is he?
His mom is still alive. Isn't that crazy?
And she's
I looked that up.
But he doesn't stay with his mom
too, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, he has his own little place, but he does go see his mom. So that's the only traveling he does. But it was great because he initially had like 24,000 followers, and he thought that was a big deal. And then he had 80,000 followers, and he thought that was a big deal. Well, when the quarantine hit, he started making all these videos. He woke up one day and he had over 3 million followers.
That's amazing.
People are just like loving some Leslie Jordan.
Let's tag him and get some followers.
Right? He's so down to earth. He's just so funny and witty with these little quippy one-liners. So if you're not following, follow him because he's a great person to watch.
And the memory on that man. His memory is so good. He recalls these stories from the 70s and the 80s. It's really cool.
I love like when he'll wake up like with his head like in the pillow or the couch and he'll be like, y'all, what day is it? Like,
Pillow talk.
With Leslie Jordan.
Pillow talk. Little whippersnapper.
Personal stories about personal stories with like George Clooney and Faye Dunaway.
You know about Boy George?
Boy George.
He's like Boy George was the nicest man. He was so sweet.
Yeah. So when we take our work trip to West Hollywood, for research, when this is all over,
I'll contact
we should try to meet up with him.
Yeah.
But if you're not following, follow him.
Yeah, like I said, the one meme, I was like, man, the second we're able to fly, I'm gonna clap when that plane lands. I'm gonna be one of those assholes. Like, yes, travel.
Cheers, Beverly Leslie Jordan.
Yes, Beverly Leslie Jordan.
Yes.
I'm gonna clap when I'm able to get on the plane.
Oh,
forget what's planned. As soon as I walk on that plane.
Awesome. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about another neighborhood in California and some of the residents there and what they've got going on.
I love the way that you talk.
All right, and we're back. And so now we're going to talk about some wives who, I guess they're quarantined now, but they weren't when this was filmed. So, Eric, I'll just turn it over to you, and because I know very little.
Girls. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiered this last week, and it is going to be a season. So this year it is starring Kyle Richards, famous aunt of Paris and Nikki. They did make an appearance on the first episode. Kyle debuted her fashion line at New York Fashion Week. Dan was very impressed that Nikki Hilton was married to a Rothschild, that they could even have more money than they already do. But it also stars Lisa Rinna, Garcella Barvois. She used to be on like NYPD Blue. She was on the Jamie Foxx show. She's an actress. It's Teddy Mellencamp is John Mellencamp's daughter. Dorit Kinsley, her husband, was Boy George's producer. And there is one more I cannot even think of. But anyway, Erica Jane. Oh my God, how can I forget Erica Jane? Yes.
I researched.
Right. So anyway, the season has started, and there were some, filming rumors back in the day that Denise Richards had stopped filming with them, but then she made the appearance at BravoCon, which was after that. So on the end of the trailer, it shows her coming back, but the whole season is like these girls are not getting along. And there's extras like Kim Richards, Kyle's sister in it, Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife Camille's in it. Like there's a whole lot of drama. But there is some 6 degrees of ejaculation going on with all these ladies. Ooh. So what the season is based on is Denise Richards is playing her villain self. But she got married last year on my birthday, September 8th, to her husband, Aaron. But she apparently was having an affair with Brandi Glanville, who is Eddie Cibrian's ex-wife. Eddie Cibrian left her for Leanne Rimes. He is now Mr. Leanne Rimes. But it's also noted that, oh my God, I get so twisted. I was trying to explain this to Josh earlier. But Nicolette Sheridan used to be married to Denise's husband, and she left him because she had an affair with Michael Bolton. But she was previously married to Harry Hamlin. There's just like this, all the 6 degrees of ejaculation.
Who's currently married to Lisa Rinna.
Yes, and he's currently married to Lisa Rinna. And there is so much drama. So I am so excited for this season to unfold.
Well, that's insane.
It's I just named like 18 celebrities and CJ's head is spinning.
I didn't know any of them, but sure.
If I said what do Michael Bolton, Nicolette Sheridan, Denise Richards, Kyle Richards, like all these people have in common, it's Bravo, bitch.
And Denise Richards and Kyle Richards are not related, right?
No.
Okay,
she's related to Charlie Sheen, who's blasting her all over the show.
Denise.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, they have babies together.
2, Sam and Lola.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Eric, I bit the bullet and I watched it this morning.
And
Spencer literally was shouting from the other room, "What are you watching? Are you watching a Housewives?" I've never done it. I was like, I found a way to download it on the World Wide Web, and so I watched an episode.
You're hooked.
I did have a question mark next to Teddy, who's pregnant, but now I'm glad she's a Mellencamp.
Meg Ryan was supposed to be her stepmother-in-law. She's not anymore.
No.
This is unscripted TV?
And who's this Dorito person?
Dorit Kinsley. She has a swimwear.
I have Dorito, and then I have Cool Ranch.
She has a swimwear. It's called Beverly Beach. Her husband, PK, was Boy George's producer. So he kind of brought her on. They were very good friends with Lisa Vanderpump, who is not returning this season. No.
Is this how Lisa got her start on these Beverly Housewives?
She did, and that's how she got Vanderpump Rules. And then it's so funny, on Vanderpump Rules last week, she kind of introduced her new little cocktail garden at Caesars and her new restaurant and suite. So there's a spinoff coming. Mark my words. Mark my words.
So we're going to go to do this little cocktail garden thing?
No, we're going to West Hollywood to meet all these people.
You had me at cocktail garden. I'm going to plant one in the backyard during this coronavirus.
I did make 2 other notes that I want to talk about. So I have, next to Lisa Rinna, I have her friend Sutton, ? And I put bitch, !
I hate Sutton.
Yeah, she's not a nice lady.
She's new this year, but she's very bougie. She's very good friends with the designers. Like, she goes to New York Fashion Week. She just, I don't like that she's new. It's to be determined.
Yeah. And then the other thing, and CJ, you'll appreciate this. So Eric's right. He described it really great. So the whole episode goes through Fashion Week, and they're doing all this thing, and then it ends, and there's like 2 minutes to go, and all of a sudden it's like Denise Richards is like, no, shut it off. And so is Bravo like their safe word? If you just start shouting Bravo, they have to stop filming?
No. She was saying, fuck you, Bravo. I'm not recording this.
Oh, it felt like Bravo was a safe word. Like she's like, Bravo, shut it down.
No. When they stop, they don't want to film or they don't want secrets out. They start taking their mic off and yelling Bravo and start running away from the scene. That's their way. And they're like, you have a contract. But Lisa Rinna was right. You cannot come on this show with secrets and expect them to not come out.
Yeah. And then the other thing that was really good is so then like one of the girls is on the phone with another girl and she's like, yeah, like I don't think we'll ever see like Denise again or whatever. And then it cuts to this like studio.
Green screen.
And literally Denise Richards sits down. She looks amazing. She sits down in front of it and she puffs her hair and she puts on this smile. And
eyebrow. The eyebrow was everything.
It was drop dead gorgeous to a T when she is getting interviewed for the Miss America Teen Princess Mount Rose. Like
it had to be a drop dead gorgeous. That's great.
It was drop dead gorgeous to a T. I was dying. So I am kind of intrigued.
Just watch the first episode, and I'm telling you, you'll watch the season. It looks real intense.
I mean, at this point, I'm desperate. I might. You know, I do have a little connection though, because on RuPaul's Drag Race, one of the queens played Lisa Rinna for the Snatch Game. So that was hilarious.
She killed it. That's really Lisa Rinna.
Yeah, I thought she did really good as Lisa Rinna. But
I mean,
yeah, so I am intrigued for sure because. Just because, you know.
Oh, when she sat down at that green screen and did her little, like, I want to talk about it. And I was like.
It was good. I was like, oh, man, they know how to edit this real well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because the whole episode, like, they were talking about Erica Jane was a stripper or a go-go dancer.
A go-go dancer in Jersey. Her, so the character of the lawyer from Erin Brockovich is based off her husband. What? Her husband was Erin Brockovich's lawyer in real life.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. he's one of, yeah. See? Look what I'm doing for your life. I'm changing it.
Wow.
Okay.
Learn things on the gayest podcast ever.
Yeah. No. I mean, and you're right. And all my scripted TV is stopped. They're done filming. Nothing new's coming. So I guess if I have to turn to all this reality TV, we'll see what it's.
I want to do the same. Nothing.
Beverly Hills is my favorite because it kind of gives you a little insight to like that celebrity world out there in Beverly Hills. Because you're like, oh, I really like you as an actor, but I hate you in real life.
I will say all the Housewives shows that you've introduced me to or I've watched with you, this one I have the most name recognition with. Like I know who Denise Richards is, I know who Kyle Richards is, I know who Lisa Rinna is. I know who Mellencamp is. I don't know her.
Oh, you're gonna meet Camille Grammer. You're gonna meet a bunch of celebrities. Dorit and her husband bought Mark Anthony and J-Lo's house when they got a divorce. But there are like A-list celebrities that like make appearances on the show.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like the Potomac or whatever that was.
No, that's about to start up again now.
Okay, so let's not use A-list celebrity too loosely on there. I wouldn't say A-list. I would maybe go with C.
Denise
Hilton was
Denise is a B C. Denise is like a C plus and B minus. Denise Richards got
top C, I would think.
Yeah,
but
Lisa
nothing is
a soap star.
Nothing is more sad though when you're watching your favorite scripted show right now and you get the season finale will be recorded later. I'm like, what? No.
Yeah.
Is everybody caught up on Drag Race?
Yes.
Josh?
I quit.
Oh, you quit?
Remember I told you I wasn't happy with the way they're editing it. Everything
because you're doing that pot thing and all your people got voted out, right?
That did happen too, but I stopped watching 2 weeks ago. The whole Sherry Pie thing, it's a weird season for me. I'm not liking how it's going.
Okay, well then we will feel free to discuss.
Yes.
CJ, how did you feel? Chad, are you okay if we discuss? Okay. How did you feel about Jan going home? I felt Jan deserved to go home.
I didn't feel like Jan deserved to go home.
I feel like she was very basic the last couple weeks.
Well, I feel like she probably fell in that slump that most queens do about this time of the season, where you have your good queens and they're doing well, and particularly in her case, because she's done so well, but she's not been great. And I think she just got to the point where she was like, I'm not getting any recognition here. I should have won that last challenge.
Oh, so she let everybody know she should have won with her tears. Like, Jesus Christ, we got it.
I think she was feeling defeated, and it was for me, like, for someone who, like Widow, who is not my favorite, and she's been in the bottom for me for a long time, to send her home, I was like, no, Jan is way more personality. I saw so much more potential in Jan than Widow.
I'm not a big Widow fan either.
But they kept Widow because Widow's drama.
I didn't think Heidi should have won. I thought the who was the corpse bride?
The one with the mullet.
Yeah, the one with the mullet. I can't remember, but I felt like she should have won. I'm curious.
The one that RuPaul's always saying is from that 80s rock band?
Yes.
Yeah, Crystal Method.
Crystal Method. I feel like she should have won. I thought she did amazing.
You know, I'm a closet Heidi fan. See what I did there?
I didn't see you did.
I love her. I think she's got a great personality. I love her little southern charm that she's got. I think she could be the next Alyssa Edwards. Give that bitch her own little Netflix show. Let her go on the road with camera crew. She'll be funny.
It might be between her and Gigi. I don't know.
Gigi's still my favorite, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
if she
doesn't win, I'll be upset.
Gigi's in the new Sam Smith Demi Lovato video.
Yes, with Valentino and some other.
I'd rather keep it on.
Right.
She was trendy with those masks before.
Well,
right?
Josh, if you're bored, you should catch up on Drag Race. It gets a little better. But yeah, and definitely if you guys are not watching Bravo, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I strongly advise you to tune in. It's amazing.
I mean, what else am I going to do?
Atlanta reunion starts next week. That's huge. Potomac's coming back. New York has started. Summer House is still in play. Shaws of Sunset is still in play. Go Bravo.
Okay, I'll start with one. I can't promise about any other. So Beverly Hills is what I'm supposed to
I would start with Beverly Hills, yes.
Okay. Are they the OGs? They're the OGs, right?
Yes. They're I think they're like the third or fourth franchise to start.
Oh, who was the first?
Orange County, New York, New Jersey,
Orange
then
County.
Beverly Hills, I believe.
Okay. Orange County, I forgot about them.
But I think when we come back, Josh has a little game for us.
We're going to try. Bear with us.
I love the way that you talk.
Okay, and we're back, and we're going to play a little game. So this is a game we would call Who Would You Rather Be Stuck in Quarantine With? We know that a lot of you don't have a choice on who you're stuck with quarantine with, and we know there's a lot of you who are in quarantine by yourself. And we love you all, and we're sending good vibes, but we want to laugh a little bit. So please join us in and play at home, share your responses, and we'll see how this goes. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh.
So, would you rather be quarantined with the Jonas Brothers or the Wahlberg brothers?
The Wahlbergs.
I think I agree with you, the Wahlbergs.
Oh, yeah. Boston boys and whiskey. Let's do it.
I'm not completely surprised at Eric. I thought he'd go with the Wahlberg. I'm going Joe Bro. I'm taking those Jonas Brothers.
No, there's a lot more muscle over here with the Wahlbergs.
I can see both sides of the coin. So on the Jonas Brothers side, we have Kevin, Nick, and Joe. And then on the Wahlberg side, we have Donnie, Mark, and
The other brother.
the other one.
Who's watching in the corner?
To be fair, I'm going to leave the other brother, like, with the camera, record the whole
You
thing.
can name the other brother.
Kevin. We can name him Kevin.
Yes. It works perfect.
Well, we'll make Kevin be the one that has to go out and get groceries and booze.
I like that one.
Next. Liz Lemon or Leslie Knope?
Do either of you? I struggled with.
I don't watch either of these shows.
Okay, so Liz Lemon is from 30 Rock, and Leslie Knope is from Parks and Rec.
I find Tina Fey way less annoying, so I would rather be with her.
No, I'd be Leslie Knope.
Okay. Leslie can be high energy, but she'd for sure have a binder for this situation and have everything figured out. And Tina Fey would probably eat all of my quarantine snacks. So I am going to go with Leslie Knope as well. Okay. Cher versus Madonna.
Oh, I want to Cher 1,000%.
Cher
with them.
Cher for me.
I don't want Madonna to get in her. I'm sorry, excuse me, 1 second.
Oh, my.
It happens.
I tell him, I literally was like, hey, we're recording. Can you not play with any of the pots and pans? For the past 5 minutes, I've been snapping, trying to get him to turn up his battery all up, and he won't even look at me.
Spencer sent out a smoke alarm last week, remember?
I'm trying to work here. I'm trying to run a business.
Cher for me in a heartbeat.
Cher. I'm Cher too. Madonna is too crazy.
Yeah, she's going to be like that music, and I'm going to be like, turn it off.
Yeah, and she's also going to be like, hi, can you go get me some sausages or something? You're like, no, bitch.
Yeah, Cher's going to be like, let's just all go down and get drunk, I feel like. Okay.
Snap out of it. Oh my God, I'm torn. I don't even know what to do with you right now.
So for the people listening, the choices are Emily Blunt and John Krasinski in their household, or Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds in their household. So it's Emily, John, or Blake and Ryan.
This is so tough.
Josh, this is cruel. I don't even know.
I know. Someone's gonna make the hard decisions.
Can we just have John and Emily by Martha Stewart's house that is right next door to Blake and Ryan, and then we can build a compound, and I can.
And then they can install that little fence that everyone keeps sharing on Facebook with their neighbors,
like an underground railroad tunnel, something like.
If I had to pick one, though, it'd be Emily and John for me.
I would have to pick Blake and Ryan.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. No one is.
But it's really hard. I want you to know that. It's by like 1/10 of a point.
I think I'm going to go with Emily and John just because Emily is a theater queen and we could have some good sing-alongs.
That was my exact same reason. I love it.
I
would
good eye candy either way.
I would get drunk and tell Ryan to tell me jokes and walk around without a shirt on, and Blake to model fashion all day long. And I'd be like,
fashion show at lunch. Lunch.
John can definitely take off his shirt, and for that matter, Emily could take off her shirt. It's fine.
I'm really mad at you for this decision. You could have picked like Ryan and Eva or somebody. You didn't have to pick two equally.
I want it to be hard. I want you to think it through. The only other reason why I might go to the Blake and Ryan house, I feel like they would be more open to being like, let's all snuggle together in bed.
I don't know. Emily's
I feel like they'd be a little bit more adventurous.
And Ryan would just like walk around with like a jockstrap or a thong on.
I don't know if he would.
I would sleep with Blake Lively over Emily Blunt.
Oh, I would not in a heartbeat.
But okay, we got to keep going. There are more hard decisions coming.
Keep it moving. Oh, NSYNC. Next.
So this one is the Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC. The year is 1999. Justin's got those ramen blonde curls. The Backstreet Boys have zero sense of fashion.
NSYNC. Next.
I'm doing Backstreet Boys.
I'm doing Backstreet Boys as well.
Ew, no.
Yeah, just
Eric,
because of
Yes.
Howie, Kevin, and Brian.
Howie. Okay.
I feel like I think the Backstreet Boys can sing better, so I just want someone I can harmonize with.
Well, I mean, Lance at least would be an option, though.
True.
And I've met Lance, so we already have that connection.
I mean, JC's
he's like basically a Bravo celebrity now.
I think Joey Fat One might be an option too. Who knows?
I bet you're on day 30 of quarantine. Both JC and Joey would be like, a hole's a hole.
Right.
All right, next.
Ooh.
Oof.
So it has to be their character?
So yes, I decided to go with characters. So we have George Costanza from Seinfeld. Remember, you're trapped in a house with him. George from Seinfeld or Dwight Schrute from The Office.
I think I could be meaner to George.
That's who you want to take your quarantine frustration out.
I think Dwight would be awfully mean, but I feel like he would also be a little bit like organized and this is what we're going to do. George would be so frantic.
I think Dwight is a heart of gold at the root of it all, and I need that in my house. So I'm gonna go with Dwight from The Office.
I'm going with Dwight.
You need that.
Eric, you're going with George. You're gonna kick George
George.
Costanza's ass.
George.
Okay.
Ooh.
Next up, you're stuck in a house with them. It's from Game of Thrones. Joffrey or Ramsay? Joffrey was the king for a hot minute. He tortured Sansa. Ramsay was he king of the North or the warden of the North? And he also tortured poor Sansa.
I'm only going with Ramsay because he's the hotter of the two.
You're guaranteed to get laid with Ramsay.
No. I'm going to go with Joffrey because I couldn't stand that little prick. I'm afraid of Ramsay. I couldn't never go to sleep with that guy in the house.
Joffrey, didn't he make some, like, one of his handmaidens, like, shove something up the other handmaiden?
He shot arrows at her.
He shot arrows. He tied him up on the bed and shot arrows at him.
Yeah, no, he's too, I don't know.
He is tiny.
He looks like a child.
Maybe if I put the like little asterisk that you're quarantined in their houses, at least in his you're down in King's Landing. You're quarantined in the castle and not in the north where it's cold.
And maybe Rob, King of the North, will come back.
Yeah, I guess I'm going with Joffrey too.
I would still go with Ramsay just for that jawline.
There's wine with Joffrey.
That's true too.
Okay. Next up, this one's a little more fun.
Yeah.
You going with Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga? Whose house?
Ooh.
You know what? Let's see what Chad has to say. He's the music producer guy. I want to see what you have. What's your opinion, Chad? You got a comment. Take yourself off mute.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I'm easily going Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, CJ?
It's really tough. I feel like Lady Gaga would be a little more my style. We would probably just hang out and like cut off sweatpants and just like do crafts together, where Taylor would probably be a little more, she'd want to shower every day and like get pretty. And I'd be like, no, I'm in my sweatpants with Lady Gaga over here.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor's more my vibe as well. I wouldn't want to come downstairs and sit on my couch in a meat costume. So I'm going to go with Taylor.
No, because we could fry that meat up on the grill. So I'm definitely good with that.
Okay. How about
Regina George, all the way.
Are you in quarantine with Miranda Priestley or Regina George? Either way, they're going to ruin your mental stability. But who do you think would do it first?
Regina, at least she wants to go out and have fun.
Miranda Priestley, she might give me a job.
So, Eric, you're going Regina George. CJ, you're going Miranda Priestley.
Yep.
This is hard. I think I'm going Miranda Priestley. I think I am. At least there's some fashion. You know, we can have some fun.
At least Miranda Priestley, when she's mean, she's direct about it. Whereas Regina George, you don't know if she's really being nice or mean.
He's on a Zoom call behind your back.
Precisely.
Oh, so you think you're pretty?
Yeah. All right. E.T. or Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda.
All right. I'm Baby Yoda too. E.T. scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, fuck E.T.
Yeah.
We can both do the same thing pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's what I figured.
But at least Baby Yoda will get drunk with you.
Packing Baby Yoda around all day.
E.T.'s going to eat all your Reese's Pieces. Again, someo's going to...
And he looks heavy as hell. He's got that
And
awkward
if
body.
If you rode around with Baby Yoda in your basket on your bike through Ferndale, guys are gonna stop you to talk to you. If you rode around with fucking ET, they're gonna be like, "What's wrong with your ugly Siamese cat?"
Or you're gonna be flying up by the moon where no guys are up there. So.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So it's wait, let me tell the listeners, it's Chris Evans versus Chris Pratt. And the photos I have chosen are both shirtless, and they're very muscular. Very
Chris Pratt, skinny, ripped, or dad bod, any day.
CJ.
I'm probably going Chris Pratt. Although Chris Evans might be a little more. If you got him drunk enough, he would probably be like, "Hey, let's just do this."
It's in his genetics. Isn't he a gay twin or something?
His brother, yeah.
No, I'm Chris Evans all day long. Captain America, split those logs for me.
No, I'm going with Chris Pratt. His abs are a little more impressive.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But
like Eric said, he looks good with the dad bod too.
True.
Oh my God! And how much do you want to bet he's gonna be like the new Terminator someday, like his father-in-law? Calling it now.
Oh shit!
All right. So next up, we got Kimmy Gibbler from Full House or Screech Powers from Saved by the Bell.
Kimmy Gibbler, 100%, no questions asked. Easy peasy.
Eric, you the same?
Kimmy Gibbler.
I almost went with Screech just in case maybe is Mark Paul Gosselaar and Mario Lopez also going to be quarantined with us? Can they come over?
He's not even on the reboot.
No, every time I went to take a shower, he's going to be in the bathtub jerking off. Nah.
He's gross. So I'm Kimmy Gibbler as well. And then finally, Brittany or Christina?
Brittany, come on.
Brittany. Oh,
Brittany, right?
She's obviously got some magical pills in that residence. She's always twirling, which means she's drinking, and her boyfriend's always shirtless.
One of her many boyfriends. Right. She goes to him like I go through wine. Like, they're just in and out.
Your quarantine would never be boring with Brittany.
Correct. So we all agreed. We're choosing B over A this time.
Yeah, because Brittany would be like, "Hey, y'all, do you want to paint some murals?" And then Christina would just be like, "I just want to sit on my couch with my dog." And
with their alligator lamp.
Right.
But yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the gayest podcast ever. We love you so much. We hope you're staying safe and washing your hands and doing all the social distancing that we have put in place. And we'll get through this together. And we can't wait to see everyone's faces out and about as soon as we can. We love you. Take care. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, share with a friend in quarantine. And cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.